Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. Probably not going to be playing any actual games tonight. I'm going through the rather exciting process of building the joystick for the IntelliVision the True 16. This is the new 2.0 version of the joystick. You can see it's much simplified from the previous version, which actually had two decks of plastic, and I had to hand trim the little actuators here. This one, it's basically took the actuators completely off, but it gives you a really good. You get that. You go from direction 1 to direction 2 like super easy. Yeah, you can actually hear how well it. And then the big advantage is it doesn't matter if you're going clockwise or clockwise or anti-clockwise if you're British. The feel actually is identical regardless of which direction you're going in. So the clicks are going to be, of course, a little bit off because you can see how the actuator is actually offset by 12.5 degrees, 12.25 degrees, I think. I can't remember exactly how much it's off, but in terms of that, it's gives you a really nice 16 direction control compared to even the 1.0 version. I have to figure out how if people want to swap out to a 2.0 version. It's not the nice thing is it's kind of a drop-in replacement, so I'd have to take the joystick out and put the new joystick in, or take the original two decks off, modify the switches, drop them back in. So yeah, so I had to raise my prices a little bit because just the cost of building these things, the amount of labor was a little bit more than I expected. So though the 5200 controllers, I dropped the prices a little bit on that because I still have quite a bit of inventory to whip through. So build into a batch of 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I'm building up 5 joysticks, 5 IntelliVision controllers, and that's going to be followed by another 4. Yeah, another 4 Ataris. So that's what I'm working on tonight, just putting these together. So I take the original joystick, pop the whole top of it off. I printed up a new batch of the 16 direction deck. Is this little guy here. So now I'm down to just one piece of 3D printed, which makes things simple. Actually, I need to print. I'm running out of some parts actually. Like this is I actually only have 3 3D printed parts in the entire IntelliVision controller. It's just the second deck here for the 16 directions, and this assembly here is for the keypad and overlay, of course. So you see it's a little tiny. It's actually very thin because I copied the dimensions off the original controller. So dimensionally, it's within like hundredth of a millimeter, something stupid like that. So I tried to copy as close as I could when I designed it originally. So yeah, with the it's nice. All I have to do now is literally just cut this. When I run out of these micro switches, I'll just buy it without. You can buy. There's like all sorts of different, like when you buy it, there's like blah 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 dash some letter combo, and you can actually get it without this actuator entirely. So whenever I run out of these, I'll just buy the ones without an actuator, so I don't have to cut it off. Because I had to get my nice little Crescent brand. Actually, I like this big old. You have to go in here and just literally just lob off the actuator there. But yeah, I like about this giant pair of diagonal cutters is it actually has a mechanical advantage to it. So it's not just a 1-to-1, it's actually a 2-to-1, so you get twice the cutting, and whatever they did for these steel, really decent steel for the actual cutting. So I got just a tiny bit of nicks in there, but not too bad. You can just make them out. You need some lighting behind it, but yeah, it's actually not bad at all. the problems you get, like, well, since I'm not doing any gameplay tonight, what you want to do is, with tools, I have like 2 different qualities of tool. I have the, where the heck is the cheap cutters run off to? I just have my better cutters right now. Oh, here it is. These you can buy for like, what's this say? A plate, plafo, I can't pronounce what the hell that is. P-L-A, is that T-O? Plato maybe? Or plafo? Maybe that's an F, maybe it's a T. These are great for cutting small wires and very delicate plastic, but that's it. When they say 1mm diameter copper only, they mean 1mm diameter copper only. Because if you don't, you're going to wreck these things. Luckily, you can buy these for like $1 a piece. Maybe, yeah, right around that price. So when you wreck them, I usually buy like a 5-pack. So I know I'll be wrecking them. And if I need to do something that requires a little more precision, again, you get yourself a better tool. Like that's a nice, much nicer flush cutter, but I don't use that for anything crazy. So it's got a really good return spring on that, and of course my nice crescent, which is actually also has a very nice, you can't see, but it's actually a really nice return spring in there, and you can lock it shut when you're done. There it goes. You can lock it so it's not open. But yeah, well, let's build up one more of these. How many I got built? 1, 2, 3. This is number 4 getting built right now. Actually, I need to cut a couple more of these first. I try to do it down to the garbage can so I don't have it flying off into the room, because otherwise I get plastic like clear across the room. I actually hit the light on my ceiling fan earlier, cutting one thing down, so I heard it tink, and it was hitting the glass shades for my ceiling fan. Yeah, use good tools. You might think you're saving, but you're not. You're just going to work against your own... work against yourself. I know a poor craftsman blames his tools, but man, crappy tools make your life really hard. So, yeah, the other nice thing about this, well, I did discover I can't get quite the perfect length of screw, so I have to end up having to cut just to nip the tip on these things. It's slightly frustrating. It's always, they're all like, drop it on the floor, like 1/8 of an inch too long, and to find like the size I need, it's like they don't really make that size. It's like, come on, guys. But there we are. So now I have just a little, these are just these 420s, I think. Yeah, there's a number 4's coarse thread. Maybe there's 16. I can't remember what the heck I ordered. When I run out, I'll just buy the same thing again. But yeah, and they cut their own threads, of course, when they go into the 3D print. I do a high infill on my 3D printed stuff, and this is PLA plus, not regular PLA, so it's pretty darn strong stuff. The other thing I had to do is cut down on the original joystick where the I do the stuff by hand so I could feel. I don't want to strip out anything. The problem I run into when I take the original joystick apart, these features here would actually snap into the restrictor that comes with it, and they're too tall. Where way the geometry works out, it's like exactly underneath where the micro switches need to be. Oh, why did I saw Atari just came out with an IntelliVision Sprint, I think it's called. That looks kind of cool. I think it has wireless controllers, but all the games are built in. Because that's a shame that you don't have the option to use a cartridge to play games on there. So it's a great. You can play IntelliVision games, but it's a shame. It's like if you want to play your old collection, you still need to keep around your old 2609 or your IntelliVision II or something like that, or your Super Video Arcade. That reminds me, I need to start making a. Once this batch of 5 is done, I'm gonna release the 20. I need to fix my 26. Well, update my 2609. It works. I just want to throw some new caps on the power supply and then just add an AV out mod to it. So that's going to be that'll be coming out soon. So I'm trying to get some of the labor out of this darn building. So I'm experimenting with ooh, that was too many washers. I'm not sure if I'm going to use in this batch or next batch. These are pre-crimped and tin wire. What are these? JST? The 2.54 millimeter spacing. They're not DuPonts. I think they're whatever the heck is it, JST or JD. I think it's JST. This is what they call it. I forget what letter combo goes after it, but it actually fits the 4-pin that's on the joystick. So yeah, just the key is keep doing the same operation over and over again, and you can get it done faster. So with any luck, I'll be able to get most or all of these out this weekend. So that's going to be fun. So yeah, this is coming along nice. If I can get these done, I'll probably end up I want to be able to get these done so I got 2 controllers I want, well 3 controllers I want to release. The 2609 for IntelliVision, along with an adapter cable if people want it, and then the what's word am I looking for? The Atari 5200, the LT, the new smaller controller to replace my Jaguar conversion, and then I want to do the Sega Genesis Mega Drive controller as well. Take it back, I actually have 6 5200 controllers to make after this, but those I've done a few, so they don't take quite as long to do. Other than that, still staying warm. We're already halfway into October. October 18th, 2025, if you're watching this in the future. And it's still hot. Oh yeah, it's the second No Kings protest coming up today. It's going to be interesting to see how many people show up this time. I think it was like 5 million people last time. So I do not like the rhetoric of people saying it's like, oh, you're un-American. It's like, what's more American than protesting? Come on. We have the right to protest. There's a First Amendment for a reason. It's not imaginary. Alright. Snap deck. Nice. Yeah, I really like how these respond now. Yeah. Whee! Very cool. Yeah, these turn out really nice now. Happy with the 16 directions now. Alright, I'm going to finish up here and I got to start this. I got one more enclosure to cut for this batch, so I'm going to be cutting that in a minute. There's no point. It's loud. It gets picked up in the microphone really bad too. So everyone, thank you for watching, and let me finish building more. Where's my mouse? Am I crazy? There you are. Everyone have a great night.